everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Nomfundo Ngwenya, and I hope you will subscribe and stay to join the family. Please stay. It will mean a lot to me. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back to my channel and checking out my videos. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you. Okay, so for today's video, I wanted to do a Q&A about my first year experience in medical school. No one asked for this video. I just wanted to do it because I thought it would be interesting and maybe informative for some people. So I mentioned in my previous video, I think it was the one about my clinical blocks when I was writing my exams. I asked if you guys can ask a few questions if you have about first year medical school and how was it for me, or just in general, how was it? And one of you guys asked the questions there, but majority of you went to my Instagram and I held a poll, I think like a week later or so, and I asked you guys to ask me questions about this video that I'll be doing today. So if you wanna also be able to ask me questions for a future Q&A that I will make, you can follow me on my Instagram at Prince Mangoes. I'll have it here, and it is also down in my description. You can follow me there on my Instagram so that you can also be able to ask me a question when I do another Q&A or I do a poll on there where we can interact. Yeah, I think I did it right. Anyway, let's get into this video. So first question is, my question is, how many subjects must the first year do, and do you have any clinicals in first year? I think it may be different for every institution. However, what I know is that you need to take physical science, chemistry, biology, poem, practice of medicine, English, and psychology. I think those 6. Yeah, I think it's only those 6 subjects. And then you asked about the clinicals in first year. Yes, we have clinicals, but it's not necessarily clinicals where we do what, for example, what the 3rd years, 4th years, and 5th years do, where they go to the hospital and interact with a lot of patients. We don't do that. We usually have like OSCEs, and they start teaching us like basic skills. So we count those as our clinicals. We go to the poem department, right? And they hire people who are actors, basically, and they come in and then we practice on them. For example, with my PC, they had 3 guys come in and they were actors, and they were teaching us like how to band-aid a wound, how to treat a wound, all the different kinds of cuts, wounds, burns, and all of that. They taught us all of that and how to manage it. And then after they taught us that, they brought those guys in and then we practiced on them. They gave us the supplies like the band-aids as well as CPR, which I also showed in my previous video that I will link up here again. They gave us dummies, like it's a dummy, and then it's made sort of like a person. That makes sense. So when we did the CPR, the dummy would like the body would like go by, like bend like a normal person would during CPR and stuff like that. Obviously it's not exactly the same. However, because of the whole pandemic, we didn't get to do a lot of contact classes and therefore clinicals, because I remember while I was doing PEC, there was a group that was doing family medicine, and they actually got to go to the hospital and see some patients, but they didn't do anything. I think it was just like observing. And also there were people who did LSL, and in LSL they took them out to communities, and there they actually did do the practical work and took actual patients' blood pressures, temperature, blood glucose levels, like all their vital signs. And so unlucky for me and other students that didn't do LSL for the first block, we didn't get the experience to go and actually take vital signs on actual patients, on people within the community. We did get to do all of those things, but on each other, basically. Yeah, that's what we did. It's also in my latest week in the life of a medical student. where I show you me and my classmates taking each other's blood pressure, temperature, respiratory rate, blood glucose, and all of that. So check out that video to see how we did the things. Yeah, I hope what I'm saying makes sense. Okay, next question. How did you manage to get through the year? I am also a subscriber on your YouTube channel. There's this video of you explaining about what's in your doctor's bag. Did you manage to use everything in that bag? Yeah, okay. So first question she asked is, how did you manage to get through the year? Honestly, for me, this year wasn't that bad. It was chilled because I only did 2 modules, because the previous year I did first year BSc, and in my first year BSc I completed majority of the modules that you are supposed to take in first year, and that include chemistry, physical science, English, biology. So I already did those subjects, so I got exempted from them and only ended up doing poem and psychology. And psychology is like the LO of medicine. Well, at least in first year it's like LO. That's how I would describe it. It's like LO of medicine. Like, I don't think anyone can fail psychology as long as you do like go through your lecture notes and do past papers. Like, it's a guaranteed pass. And poem is a whole nother thing. The only thing that stressed me out was poem, and I got through the year with poem. I honestly also don't know how I went through. Like I said, I guess it's because I had a lot of time on my hands, so I was able to actually study a bit more. But also time management is what helped me with like scheduling my studies in poem. Time management and making sure that I get on my things immediately and not wait until last minute. I tried to study at least 2 weeks prior to my test, and then again it was easier for me to do that because I didn't have other modules. But even in general, in my first year of BSc, that's what I did. And I'm still not perfect with time management. I don't want to bring out a personality like, oh, I'm always on top of my game, time management this, I'm always on the grind and studying and all of that. No. I'm not like, I'm also not perfect. I am still trying to like better my time management skills and become better, but that's how I got through the year. And also taking time to relax and not think about school, because it can get very overwhelming because of all of the test dates that are coming up. So it can get like a bit stressful. Even though it might seem like you have a lot of things to do and you don't feel like you need to take time, I would say just take time, whether it's like 1 hour, 2 hours, an afternoon. Usually what I do is every Friday, no matter what, I don't care if I have like a test on Monday, on Friday after I come from school or after lecture, I usually dedicate that time to just chilling. Like, I'll read a book, I'll watch a movie, I'll sleep, just to like recharge my brain and get back into it. So that's what I usually do as of now. I don't know if that will change, obviously. Second one is the doctor's bag. Did I get to use everything in my doctor's bag? Yes, I did. We used every single thing in our doctor's bag. I didn't use my own, but we used the ones that they gave us at our department when we were doing our blocks. And then after you use them, you have to throw it away, obviously. But use this in the measuring tape in LSL to measure your waist and also your height, temperature, pupil dilator that we used in PIC. What else is in here? Oh, and then your stethoscope and your sphygmomanometer that we used to take blood pressure with. Measure blood pressure with. We use that. And yeah, that's it. Next question. Were there times you felt depressed because of med school? In general, no, I've not felt depression because of medical school. I've been very stressed and had anxiety over it, but not depression. I don't think I've had depression. What was it really more difficult than high school? If yes, how did you cope? In general, university is more difficult than high school because what you would normally learn throughout a year, you need to learn in like a month or so, or in one semester, depending on which course you're doing. How I would say I coped with it: time management. Go through your stuff as soon as you can while it's still fresh in your head. Ask your lecturers for help. If that's still not enough, ask for extra classes. I know this sounds wrong, but if you're a high school or watching this and you're going to varsity this year, just know that you won't be sleeping if you take your school seriously. If you don't take school seriously, then you can sleep as much as you want. But if you take school seriously and you want to like get really, really, really good grades and distinctions, just know that you're not gonna sleep. Like honestly, you're not gonna sleep. I think my first year I slept a maximum like 6 hours. 6 hours was like wow, I actually slept today. But on average, I would sleep like 4 hours. It was probably not good for my health, but I got good grades at the end of the day. Next question. Were there times... Okay, I already answered that question. What was your highlight or best moment of your first year as a medical student? My highlight is that I got the courage to start a YouTube channel and it's doing well so far. And I can't be any more grateful and shocked that so many people are actually interested in my content. I'm really thankful for you guys, for all of you for being here, and I hope you continue being here and showing me support, and I will continue to work harder and provide content to show that I do deserve your support, and love you guys. What is the highest and lowest mark you have ever received on a test or an exam? The highest was 100, my lowest was 75 or 76. Next question. Your peers will be doing their final year BSc this year. Do you regret not finishing BSc and then starting medicine afterwards? No, I do not regret not finishing BSc because BSc is the pits. BSc is difficult. People sleep on BSc and think BSc is some child's play. BSc is very difficult, so I don't regret not finishing BSc, and also don't regret it because if I finish BSc, I feel like it will prolong my time to get into medicine, which is not a bad thing if you did finish your BSc and then got into medicine. Like, it's not about the distance, it's about the destination. But I just am grateful that I was lucky enough to shorten my distance in that sense and get into medicine as soon as I could. Yeah, but however, it does make me sad that I'm no longer in classes with a lot of my friends, because I made a lot of friends when I was doing my first year, and I don't get to see them that much. Obviously now, because of the whole pandemic and not allowed to go out and all of that. Even before the whole pandemic came, our schedules clashed a lot. Like, when I had free time, they had class. When they had free time, I had class. And then at the end of the day, it's like we're tired, we want to go back to our rooms and study, you know. So we didn't get that much time to be with my friends. Okay, did the PC block make you feel like a doctor to be? No, the PC block, honestly, I felt inadequate because I was scared to approach a patient, and I'm like, how am I gonna be a doctor if I'm scared to approach a patient. Do you know what I mean? So it didn't make me feel like a doctor. I feel like it's a thing where I have to like practice, because I have to like get over it and practice to be more outspoken and not be scared to approach a patient and stuff. But I also don't know, I think it's not because I'm inadequate as well. I think it's because it was my first time and I was nervous, but then that's the emotion I felt after that. Hopefully it will go away and I'll be better at approaching patients and not be scared to actually approach a patient. But yeah, that's what my PC block made me feel. Did you have to change the way you study from BSc to medicine? No, I don't think so. I think it's the same. Both of the courses were, what is called, similar. I actually think that BSc actually helped me develop a good study method for medicine, because I learned how to study there, like study for BSc there, and I just took what I used then and implemented it into medicine, and it's been working so far. I don't know if for second year I'm gonna have to change up my study routine, but so far it's been working for me. So yeah, the year of BSc helped prepare you for medicine besides the exempted modules. Yeah, like I just said, I feel like it was a nice like gap year or bridging course, because it taught me, like I had to adapt the way I studied from the way I studied in high school to the way I studied in BSc, and also to adapt to like the university experience and like not being able to sleep as much as I used to, and being able to handle the pressure of being in varsity. What do you wish you had known before going into medical school? I wish I had known about OSCEs. Yeah, I wish I had known about that, so I would be able to like mentally prepare myself for that whole experience. For first year medicine, I wish I had known that, but in medicine in general, I don't know, because I haven't experienced much, obviously, because I'm in my first year. So the only answer would be I wish I had known about OSCEs before going into medical. How did you know medicine was the right choice? With this question, I always feel like I have pressure to answer it, like to give like a meaningful, poetic and heartfelt message, but I don't have that. I really don't. I feel like my answer is as cliche as it can get, or as prosaic as it can get. I honestly have known that I wanted to do medicine since I was little. Like I just always had that thought in my mind. I don't know where it came from. I just knew that I always wanted to do medicine. Even more when I went to go shadow my parents. Like I said, I do not have a heartfelt answer for your question, which I feel a lot of people think that you should give, but it's literally just because I think it's cool, and I watch a lot of medical films that make me want to do it even more, and I just knew from a young age that I wanted to become a doctor, and all those other things just solidified my decision into wanting to be a doctor, basically. How many modules did I have? Can I answer this question? I had two modules, poem and physiology, but you were actually supposed to have 6 modules, which are chemistry, physics, biology, English, poem, and psychology. What advice will you give a first year medical student? Time management. Manage your time wisely. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Allow yourself that time to transition from high school to university or medical school, and just allow yourself that time to transition. Don't be too hard on yourself. Have fun. I would say have fun, because even though it's stressful, first year is not that deep. It's not that deep compared to the other years. So enjoy your first year experience. Go to first year freshers, if there even is fresh. I don't even think there's gonna be freshers anymore because of the whole pandemic, which is sad. But enjoy your freshers, like enjoy first year. be serious with school, but also enjoy yourself. That's what I would say. And you can only do that with good time management. So yeah, that would be my advice to any first year medical student who will be going to medical school this year. Is medical school like you pictured or imagined it to be? I honestly didn't have a set imagination of what medical school would be like. So I think what I have, it wasn't like a shock or like I felt any disappointment. Yeah, I didn't have like any set expectations, so I don't know how to answer this question. I just didn't have any set expectations, so I can't say if it's whether how I imagined it to be. Well, at least for first year. For first year, I didn't have any expectations for it. Why did you leave BSc? Because I wanted to do medicine. Medicine was what I wanted to do in the long scheme of things. Was it easier than BSc? Yes. BSc is the pits. So yeah, medical school so far. Not saying because I'm in first year. I wanna repeat. I'm in first year, guys. I'm not a final year. Okay. So far, medicine, first year medicine is easier than first year BSc. Yeah. Have you chosen a specialty yet? So like I said, I've always known that I wanted to become a doctor from a young age, and with that I always wanted to be a pediatrician. But after watching those like So You Want to Be videos, I watched the So You Want to Be a Pediatrician video, and they explained like what a pediatrician actually does to day-to-day basis and the procedures that they do, like common procedures. Obviously there's like special cases that happen, but those don't happen often. When I was watching those So You Want to Be videos, they were saying a lot of people focus on the special cases in each specialty, and they think that's what the specialty is going to be about. But then that's literally not what it's about. You most probably only going to experience that 5% of your career or 10% of the career, and then there's what they actually do. And after watching that video, I realized that I don't want to do the stuff that they do. Like the stuff that they do commonly is not that interesting to me. I'm not hating on pediatricians. I don't want people to like hate on me and be like, she's saying what pediatricians do are not is not interesting. Like, we need pediatricians. I respect them. A great profession. You know, if you want to be a pediatrician, go for it. It's a good profession. I'm not saying it's not a good profession or it's boring, whatever. But for me, I just found that that's not what interested me the most. So yeah, after that, I don't know, I could still end up becoming a pediatrician because it's still a passion of mine. But as of now, I'm keeping like an open mind until I go through my, clinicals. Yeah, I think we start with our rotations in like 4th year, 5th year, where we do like where we go and rotate each specialty, and from there you actually live through it. And that's how majority of people come with a conclusion on what specialty they want to specialize in, if they want to specialize as well. So I'm just kind of keeping an open mind for now. I hope I don't get any hate from saying that what pediatricians do is not interesting. Well, to me it's not interesting. Please don't take it the wrong way. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Do you think that first year gave you too much or too little training as a future doctor? I think first year gave me enough training as first year can give me, if that makes sense. Okay, those are the questions you guys had for me. I hope I answered the questions to your liking. Yeah, I hope I answered the questions you're liking. I tried my best to give you guys honest answers and the best answer I could give. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and you will subscribe if you're new and you just found my channel. I hope you consider subscribing to my channel. Give this video a big thick thumbs up if you found this video informative and enjoyable, and share this video with your friends and family or anyone who might be interested in watching this video. And again, thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.